Electors? Oh yes, I've heard about rights of succession. They're looking to put a new ruler on the throne, eh? Personally, I'm rooting for Zoral Ja. If the first promise wins, they'll look to expand our sphere of influence. That means access to more resources and more customers. In the thousands column, potentially. So many new trading opportunities to spread happiness far and wide. Others have been coming around to my way of thinking, so I've begun crafting goods inspired by the resilient sun. Would you care to purchase something? No. No. Very well, you said you wanted to know about the Elector? I could help you, but I won't. I can tell you're not supportive of Zoral Ja or his policies. Wow, what a bitch. Wow, dude. Barrel. Continue onward. What a batch. What a batch. Hello there, I'm Mablu. Did you have a question for me? Sorry, I don't know about any electors. You could take a moment to see our prize alpacas before you leave, though. Oh, but be sure to admire them from a respectable distance. Get too close, and our nervous darlings may attempt to spit on you. That stuff stinks. It happened to a visiting buyer not so long ago. Tobli, that's the head of the ranchers, was so mad at me for not giving a proper warning. No one makes a mistake without Tobli noticing. He knows everything that happens on this ranch. Well, I guess we're gonna go talk to Tobli because he's been talked about twice now. See, how hot is it right now? Workcase in IR. It's 98 right now. Ugh. It's at 107 in the next 4 hours. Ugh. You really have to watch yourself around these silver-tongued peddlers. I almost bought a bottle of mezcal and a stack of blankets, and then there was this enchanting ornament. Anyway, I did manage to learn that Tobli is the man to talk about the contest. If only they'd share where his head ledger of theirs is to be found. No idea. Really? He's also the head rancher? Well, the alpaca ranch is not far from here. I'd say we pay a visit before the others return. Fair. Let's go do it. Do it, do it. Do it, do it. Where is Tobli? Tobli. Yeah, this is a lot of alpacas. We still we need to know the head ledger could be here somewhere. I can't let fear deter me. Not to say that I'm scared, of course. Dude, she's afraid of getting spit on. Excuse me, is one of these workers Tobli? Tobli? Oh yes, he likes to mingle with the ranch hands and keep an eye on things. I can't tell you which one he is though. You can't? Is that part of the contest? All I can say is that Tobli often mentions his favorite pungent subject. He always can't resist a profitable trade, though who among us could? Am I right? Still, if you bring him a very good deal, he might just let his identity slip. So it's like a game. Easy enough. All I have to do is offer Tobli a deal he can't ignore. No problem at all. Well, maybe one problem. I don't think my purse is deep enough to pay everyone we think might be Tobli. Let's ask some questions first to narrow down the field. Okay. Great. We can meet back here to share our impressions. Well, it's obvious I'm not Tobli. I mean, oops, I shouldn't have said that. You're meant to find out for yourself who Tobli is, or if an elector is even in the village at all. Good luck. Well, of course, you know that one's not Tobli. We can see above their heads it says Mablu. Gosh. A visitor from across the salt, if I'm not mistaken. Be warned, the alpacas may spit if you startle them. I should keep your movements slow and deliberate. I don't think so. I don't think it's that guy. Am I Dobli? Yes, that's me. Excellent work from the third promise in our entourage. Sharp instincts. Shall we commence with the right succession then? It's not this one either. It's this one. You think I might be Dobli? Well, maybe I am. All I will say is that in this village, none have reared more alpacas than I. Nope, it's not this one either. It is the diligent one in the corner, 100%. Or it's none of them, and we didn't talk to the right one. See, we're both done with our interrogations. So who do you think it is? I have my suspicions, but let's hear your pick. I think it's the diligent one. The worker's so intent on stable chores. I had my eye on that one too. Time to rip the mask off of a mysterious ranch hand, so to speak. We know it's you, Dobli, and to prove it, I propose a deal. A generous sum of coin for confirmation of your true identity. It's totally this guy. Offer I gladly accept. As you have correctly guessed, I am indeed Dobli. Fucking knew it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Head ledger of Wukanpelo, and head rancher to the family ranch. I am also one of Gulul Jaja's chosen electors. Aha! In a place featured in the Turiolol saga, just as we thought. I was right to trust you in your instincts, and I wager this won't be the last time. I forgot I was gonna change my outfit. I'll do it after this cutscene. She found you out fair and square, Dobli. And I'm glad she did. It would have been a pity had her bid ended here.
Deducing the Dawnservant's elector was the first step of the feat. Too simple a task for this aspiring ruler, eh?
Right. Not hard at all.
To be fair, though, we were in like the same like mind. She knew it wasn't the other two as well. Oh, her brother.
Zorolja.
Over at the other one, my guy.
I am told the head ledger, Dobli, is to be found here.
You have to guess which one of us is Dobli. That's part of the test.
Oh, yep. The tell, dude. The tell.
You're Dobli.
Bro, that guy gave it away so quick by looking over to him. Bro. It's the intimidation factor. It's the intimidation factor.
Without even asking a single question. Very impressive indeed. With that amusing prologue out of the way, we can proceed to the actual challenge. Per the Dawnservant's instructions, I was free to devise any manner of feat. I considered a number of possibilities in the 10th column. But I think I have a good one. You must go forth and capture for me an alpaca.
Oh.
While I've not had the best experiences with alpacas, aren't they generally docile creatures? That doesn't sound like much of a challenge.
Yeah, maybe that's the point, Ashes. You specifically have to look for it. Because they're docile, you have to look specifically for one with rabies. He specifically wants an alpaca with rabies.
Bring out the example!
Oh no. An example. It's gonna be a black alpaca. It's gonna be a shiny like in Pokemon. Nope. It looks like a basic ass bitch alpaca. It's so cute!
This
Go
is a
durr.
special kind of alpaca. Would you please approach the animal, third promise?
It spits immediately. It smells really bad. I don't know.
Me? Well, it should stay calm if I stay calm, right? That's what Erinville said.
Don't do it! The lady in pink did say he really likes smelly alpacas. Yep.
Ah! The little monster spat on me! Ah, oh, that stinks.
Oh.
I can't.
Oh, come on, no! She's dead! She's dead!
Alpacas are paradoxical creatures, being both extremely curious and extremely cowardly.
She did say Tobly likes smelly alpacas, so it probably has a specific kind of smelling spit that we have to find. Oh god, it passed along the rabies, dude!
Press your luck when they're frightened, and you'll get a face full of spit, as you've all just witnessed. Has an awful stench, their expectoration. The globs contain half-digested food, you see, making it an effective deterrent against perceived threats.
Wild valley breed like this one are especially timid and can therefore be quick to lash out. They're also especially hardy.
Indeed. We take the rugged wild alpacas and breed them with our gentle domesticated stock. This produces the strong but biddable pack animals prized by our traveling merchants.
So they're just looking for wild alpacas because they're more unruly and cautious. They're stronger and thicker.
That's all well and good.
She's
but did
alive.
I need to bathe an alpaca spit for you to make your point.
Poor Wuglamat.
So, the task is to catch a wild alpaca.
That is correct. But be warned that it is a feat easier said than done. I suggest you prepare well before you enter the valley where the creatures dwell. And by you, I mean the claimants only. Allies are not permitted to
Oh, that's fair.
The alpacas will help me judge which of you is worthy of receiving a keystone.
Dude, Wuglamat's gonna get spit on a lot.
So I'm to chase down a fluffy, spitting demon, and that somehow proves I'm fit to rule?
Yes.
As I said, the Dawn Servant granted me the freedom to decide my challenge.
Bruh.
And when you reach the end of the ride, I dare say you will understand why I chose what I chose.
Bruh.
Very well. This won't take long.
Very well.
Wait! Didn't I warn you this was easier said than done? There are preparations to be made, factors to consider.
He loves
A
alpacas,
beast is
confirmed.
a beast. All yield to strength.
He's so scary, dude. I hope he gets spit on. Dude, I hope he gets
So
just
far, this
covered in spit.
experience has done absolutely nothing to improve my opinion of alpacas. But that doesn't mean I can't do this. Revolting spit aside, they're just another animal.
Fair.
Are you alright, Orclamat? We thought we heard you scream.
Yes, she did.
The third promise does not scream. It was more of a startled yelp.
No, it was a scream. No, it was a scream. I was here.
Scream, in other words.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it was a scream. Aaron Bell calling her on her shit.
Did you find the Elector?
Oh, we certainly did.
Let me recall the tale for you. I had to go and wash up that nasty stuff off my face. I think I got all of it. Would you mind taking a sniff for me, just to make sure? The stench has ruined my sense of smell. Oh. Hey, I saw that look. Oh, Wuglamat. Okay, we gotta change our outfit because we're in the winter area now. We can't be in our beach side of attire. Winter. 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 Close enough. There we go. Winter outfit. Aaron Vale, we're gonna get gloves. As Wuklamot helped demonstrate, the Valley Abacas are wary of people. Getting close enough to catch one will not be an easy task. You might have warned me about that earlier. I have enough trouble with the tame alpacas. How do you expect me to wrangle a wild one? The proper saddle. We infuse the leather with a relaxing scent that soothes the spitting beast. Wonderful. Give me one of those then. Have you perhaps forgotten we are a clan of merchants? If you want a taming saddle, you'll need to find a saddler and make them an offer. Fair. They don't come cheap, of course. Crafting a saddle will cost you an equivalent of a 10 pel in the thousands column. You mean 10,000 pel? I don't have that kind of coin. Verdant Guild, that comes to around 1 million or so. If we all pitch in. Bro, I got 44,000 in my name. I don't even have I don't even got no. I don't even got no. No, this is my feat to accomplish. I wouldn't feel right about having others pay the cost. I'll find the money somehow. In that case, what that? A basket of wool is worth the sum you paid me earlier. 1 pel in the hundreds column. Beginning with the wool, you can trade for for ever more valuable goods until you have something suitable to bargain with for the saddle. A nice gesture, but you think I can turn a 100 pel into 1 million? It's 10,000 times more. We need 10,000. We need 10,000 pel, not 1 million. So we're looking for 100 times more. All right, I apparently got confused with Alfnav's million gil. Oh, Wuklamad. Not so sure about this trading idea. You were almost talked into buying a cloak you didn't need mere moments after you arrived. But I just... I hate it when you're right. Then let me help you with your deal making. Oh, hello again. Mablu. I work here as a wrench hand, but I also learned a lot about the peddler's profession. It's alright if I aid them now, yes? I guided the claimants towards the first step of the feat like you asked. As long as Wuklamat goes alone to capture her alpaca, she is free to accept assistance from whomever she likes. Hooray! Let's see about you getting that saddle then, Third Promise. Don't know why you made your offer, but I could use an ally with a beak for bargains. Welcome aboard, my blue. The rest of us stay behind, perhaps? Maybe easier to haggle over prices without so many voices chiming in. Yes, stay here and pitch in with the ranch work. With my blue gone, I'll need extra hands to tend to the alpacas. Gladly. Although, Bella, I think you should go with Wuklamat. Seen markets and bazaars all over the world. I'm sure you have some sage advice to share. Bruh, you say I have sage advice to share. I got 40,000 guild in my name. I started Endwalker with over 1 million. Almost. It was like 800,000. You think I have the money or the know-how to get good bargains? Me. I had to sell the clothes off my back just to afford enough for one teleport. You think I make good money choices in game? In that case, you should also hold on to the alpaca wool. It's misplaced or soiled in some way, you'll have nothing to bargain with. As if I do a thing, but I'll leave the wool with Bella anyway. The better to keep my hands free. To begin, I suggest we try trading the wool to Havli, the saddler. He won't agree to the deal, of course, but it'll give us an idea how much he'll accept for his wares. Fair. Give us a price tag at the very least, and then we can go from there. Fair. Smart. Smart. Blah. 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 Oh. Blah. Volley, buddy. You know you want to accept this deal, right? The buddy. Something I can do for you? We've come to bargain. I need one of your special taming saddles to catch a wild alpaca. A saddle is it? And how will you be paying for it? With this basket of fine alpaca wool. What use does a saddle maker have for wool? Besides, this would barely cover the cost of a single strap buckle. Offer me something I actually want. And what might that be? Miss Carl, I like to nurse a cup of a day at day's end while I inspect my finished work. Bring me a jug of quality stuff and you've got yourself a deal. Ah! This bodes well for us, Third Promise. Such a mescal can be had for only 5 pel in the thousands column. Hold on. Did you say the Third Promise? Then my offer has changed. The saddle is going to cost you a jug of premium mezcal, aged 3 years at the least. Bro, you shouldn't have said anything because now you know she's rich. 3 years? That stuff is valued at 10,000 pel or more. Why have you doubled the price? Because I must support the man of ambition who will see my business prosper. Zoral Jah will go to war, and his cavalry will need saddles. Lots of saddles. It's nothing personal, Third Promise. I won't sell you my craft for anything less than my asking price. My guy. You should have kept your mouth shut, lady. You need more hindrance than good there. Can't say that I blame him. I'm not for championing peace, and peace is unlikely to bring him more customers. Those of our grandparents' generation remember the dark days when the clans were at war. Many of these Pelu pray for your victory, Wuklamat. Younger ones, though, to them, strife and bloodshed are as children's stories. They think themselves safe from these horrors and take peace we now enjoy for granted. Still others are unsatisfied with this quiet prosperity and crave the future of the second promise and visions. They've become obsessed with innovations like the dirigibles that have made trade swift and easy. Then you have those like Havli, convinced that the first promise plan for conquest will afford them opportunities for great profit. What about you, Mablu? Aren't you of the younger generation? At least a year or two younger than me, I'd say. Oh, I was raised on the old tales. I've memorized the accounts of what it was like when the Yokuul ruled our village. That's why I offered to help. I want you to become Dawn's servant, to keep our nation from going back to the way it was. Well, then I guess I'd better make sure I win the contest. The type of mescal the asylum maker wants is so very expensive. We weren't we expecting to need the 10,000 pel from the outset? Nothing's changed, we just need to get on with it. I may not have a head for trade or the stomach for alpacas, but I won't give up with the piece of Trulio Lol on the line. Neither will I. We will make you Dawn's servant. Aiming for the 10,000 pel jug right away will only bring us failure and frustration. Let's try it. First try to exchange the wool for something even a touch more valuable. The trick is to find someone who needs alpaca wool and is willing to trade at a loss to acquire it. Someone who supports your bid for the throne, for instance. Aha, yeah, the wool dealer guy. Yeah. Even though he just bought a shit ton. Of course, the weaver. Bolnok was his name, I believe. He went out of his way to say he agreed with my vision and that he was here to buy wool. I think I remember the direction he was going, but for now, let's head back to the road where we first met him. Bolnok coming in a clutch, dude. At least I hope. Bird. This is the spot. After Bolnok talked to us, he walked off to the south. Then he was probably going to Ikuvlo's Inn. Most visitors in Huachapeno end up staying there. Let's go and check, shall we? Let's do it. Okay, hello, Bolnok. Can I have that basket, Bella? Here's a basket of wool. Thanks. Now let's see if I can turn a profit. Bolnok, I'm glad we found you. Are you interested in making a trade? I promise you wish to do business with me. To ask what this is all about? Explaining. Beep 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 boop beep 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 boop beep bop bop. I see. So the goal is to turn that basket of wool into a jug of 3-year-old premium mezcal. Then allow me to invest in your efforts. Dude, what a homie! Peace and Tural is what allows me to cross freely into the lands of my suppliers. Naturally, I would prefer that one pledge to preserve that peace within the throne. Thus do I humbly offer you this wool poncho, a small token that I pray contributes to your victory. Oh, that's fine craftsmanship. A garment like that could easily fetch 5 pel in the hundreds column. Very generous, Bolnok. Thank you. I promise I won't let you down. I have every faith in you, third promise. May fortune bless your future dealings. I can't believe you quintupled your investment with your first deal. We're off to a spectacular start. Only because Bella remembered our weaver friend. All I did was hand over the wool. That's not true. The connections you build with the people are vital. This is one of the most fundamental prospects of trading. Precipice of trading. One which you've instinctively mastered. You think so? I know so. Now let's take a 500 pel poncho and trade it for something even more valuable. Here, Bella, you take the poncho. If I lost it somehow, Erenvel will never let me hear the end of it. Acquired poncho. All set. Our next deal is wait to be found. Who would want a poncho? Excellent trade. We went from 100 pel to 500 pel. Yes, yes, we're trading up. Diverging connections is a sound strategy, but we should also consider supply and demand. An individual is urgent need of a good poncho will offer more than a merchant simply looking to stock shelves. That makes sense, but how do we know if someone needs a poncho? They aren't wearing one. They have fabulous sense. They aren't wearing one. That's fair. That's fair. It's the obvious answer, isn't it? We look for a person without a poncho and hope they're eager to buy ours. Yes, there you go. We find the demand for our supply. So where should we begin our search for prospective buyers? There are a number of places, but we could do worse than starting right here in the inn. Might be interested in travelers. Mm-hmm. That guy right there. Who here needs a poncho? A lot of mamulja hardly wear anything to begin with. Those are probably Landsguard or sellswords. Mamulja who soldier for a living prefer not to wear much above the waist. It hampers their movements. So even if they have bared shoulders, Mamulja carry arms can be struck off the list. Aha, I still think it's this guy. It's this guy right here. He looks cold. Let's see, no coat, no cloak, but also no weapon. Oh, we might have a winner. Yeah, he looks cold. Oh there, friend. You're not a mercenary by trade, right? I was curious about your bold choice of dress, or lack thereof. Oh, it was no choice of mine, believe me. I was attacked by beasts on the way here and barely escaped with my scales intact. My coat was not so lucky. I'm actually a tool maker for Tulliaral, and was dressed quite smartly. All the better to show the Pelu I am a man who takes pride in his appearance, and therefore his work as well. But now look at me. Well, sir, this is your lucky day. What a splendid poncho! This would be a perfect replacement for the coat I lost. Would you be willing to part with it? If you would like to make a trade, one for your fine tools, perhaps. What about this tatchet? I crafted it myself and will vouch for its quality. They look sharp, the half well made. I value it at 1 pel in the thousands column. We doubled our profit again, dude. Oh, from 500 to 1,000. What, do we have a deal? Wonderful. A fine garment such as this should put me even footing with any Pelu merchant. Like the eponymous owner of Mitplu's mate garden, for one. Her field hands use hatchets to harvest the mate, and I thought to impress her with the tool I sold you. No matter, I have other wares to sell. Glad I have met you. Yes, let's go. Went from 500 to 1,000. Now let's go and sell it to the garden lady. Did you hear that? We've already found our next buyer. To Mipool's mate garden. Here we go. Yes, but it's far distance on foot. We should take alpacas. Oh, alpacas. These ones will be the calm type, right? No. 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 Nice. Nice. To be fair, she's a big ass lion person. True. Big ass indeed. Well done recognizing the toolmaker as a potential customer. If you don't mind to change your professions, you'd make an excellent merchant. So of course, prey animal would be a little put off by her presence. Not wrong. Probably why it spit on her immediately. That wild one. We got some gloves, baby. Let's go. Oh wait. I can't change my thing here. It's not rested. No, it's not. I guess we'll deal with these gloves for now. Nabul's dream. But we get moving. We should be the one to hold this. I will hold the hatchet. I will hold the hatchet. With that, I suppose we should hop on the alpacas Mabul has so kindly provided. There. Ready to go? Let's mount up. I saw this up here. Be right after I grab this. Ha. Ha. Aya. Dang. Real. Onward we ride. Off we go to the mate fields we go. Please don't spit. Please don't spit. Easy peasy. Mm-hmm. Look at all this experience I'm getting. Oh, it popped my shoulder. Ooh. The foreboding mountains. That guy's creepy looking. Creepy. There's more. Like, if black mages were mixed with pineapples. Cactuar. New types of cactuar. Noto cactuar. Noto cactuar. Noto cactuar, I get it. Because it's not a cactuar. That's a knee slapper. We made it, and without a single smelly incident. I sent that package back to Ukuvlo's inn, so we'll walk along the main road when we return to the village. Speaking of the roads to travel, you were adopted by the Dawn servant, weren't you, third promise? That is what I was. Then perhaps you understand. I was an orphan too, you see. Toblai took me in. He took in all the ranch hands, actually. All of them? Yes, and everyone works hard at their chores, grateful for the opportunity to repay the head ledger's generosity. Yet here I am, the only one wanting to go off and be a merchant. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm telling you this. We need to keep trading things for your saddle if you're prepared for the feast of gold. Feet of gold. As it's mate harvesting season, we can't have too many quality hatchets. Add that to Wuklamat's way of with people, and we should have no trouble making a favorable deal. That's Miplu herself over there. Pass the hatchet to the third promise, and let's get to bargaining. Okay. She's gonna lose it walking from here to there. Have you a little axe for me? Here you go. Have a little axe. Thanks. Now to see what we can get for it. You're Miplu, the owner of these fields? I have a man to trade if you're interested. Well, the third promise. I might be convinced to entertain a proposal. What do you have on offer? This hatchet, forged by the seasoned weather artisan, the razor edge of this exceptional tool will make light work of your crops. Wow. Crazy. The quality is acceptable, I suppose. I offer you a large sack of mate leaves in exchange. Sack of mate leaves is valued at 1 pel in the thousands column, the same price as the hatchet. Steel will bring us no closer to the mezcal. And may, Mistress Miplu, it's harvest season, is it not? Does not the demand for hatchets afford them a higher value? It is indeed the season, which is why I procured an ample batch of tools well in advance. We've missed the window for demand. In that case, we'll have to fall back on connections. Think of it this way. A generous deal here will put you in the third promise's good graces. Surely that's worthy of consideration. I don't wish to give offense, but I must tell you that I stand with the second promise. His innovations will improve every aspect of our lives, I believe, including farming. I will no longer have needs of hatchets. I assure you that I have nothing but respect for Wuklamat. That is why I am prepared to purchase a spare hatchet at a fair price. I suppose it is fair given your reasons, but we ourselves would be no better off for the transaction. How about this then? If I were to help you bring in the harvest, would you give us a better deal? As a matter of fact, I would. Until Koana's reform comes about, I can always use more hands in the fields. Then you can go ahead and add our labor to the bargain. True. Added value to tip the scales. How could I have forgotten one of the most basic rules of trading? You can rest here if you like, Mabul. Bella and I have mate together. Oh no, I'm helping too. How's it going? It's going. We're trading up. We're trading up. Eventually we'll get a saddle. Eventually. Off to the fields then, and mind you, you pick the healthy leaves. I'll take 5 good bundles from each of you. Off to go harvest plants. That's what the hero does. But I guess I'm not the hero. I'm on a vacation. Give me leaves. Give me leaves. Leaves. All the leaves, please. She got leaves. Miplu. Hello, Miplu. You brought me some leaves then? Yep, 5 bundles. An acceptable harvest. We'll see how your companions fared before I make any decisions, though. We'll put our share as well. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Thank you, Third Promise. This is more than enough to hold up your end of the bargain. Now it's time for honor mine. After adding the value of your labor to the price of the hatchet, I'm prepared to offer you a full stack of our highest grade mate leaves. Premium mate bought at the store. 1 sack of those leaves could go no less than 5 pel in the thousands column. Hey, 5,000. We're halfway there. We're halfway there. Then we can bid farewell to this hatchet. Halfway there, baby. I'll give it a good home. Talk to the contest aside. Talk of the contest aside, I'm glad we could come to a mutual agreeable trade. As am I. All the best to the rest of your harvest. Let's go. Bull, what's wrong? It's as I was saying before, even after everything Tubla has done for me, I'm planning to abandon it all and become a merchant. But then I needed your help after forgetting a basic rule of trade. How can I expect Tubla to accept my decision out then? Have you mentioned your plans to leave? Have you mentioned your plans to leave? Buddy boy. Not exactly. I wanted to prove I could succeed as a peddler before I declared my intentions. I seek to follow my father's footsteps, but not because he expects it of me. I want to preserve Tyrell's peace, and become Dawn's servant happens to be the best way to do it. Live a life of your own choosing, and I wouldn't be surprised if Tubla held the same opinion. So talk to him. You're right. It's better to find out for sure than worry over what he might say. Thank you for the advice. But first, we have a saddle to buy. I want that success under my belt so I can be sure for my decision. What's next then? We tried to trade our tea leaves for something halfway to 10,000 pel? No, I think we're close enough now. I say we go straight for the premium mezcal. Bargainer waiting to double the value, eh? Think you can do it? Trust me, I will make this trade work. I admire you, Third Promise. That you're holding your own against such strong competition for the throne is inspiring. Am I really holding my own against Kwana and Zoralja? I mean, of course I am. I'm Uklamat of the Dawn's Promise, after all. I ain't buying that shit. I ain't buying what you're putting out. Yes. We've acquired a green bag. Where we go? Let's give you the mate leaves. I don't need to risk proving Elenvel's point. Ready then? Our next stop is the Mezcal Distillery. Let's go. Where's the distillery? Oh, it's back in town. Oh, we're teleporting, dude. We're just gonna teleport. Bum 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 bum. We want to speak with a man by the name of Gobli. Even among his fellow distillers, he's regarded as a master of the craft. He knows the value of his product, so if we were to convince him to trade for twice what the leaves are worth, we're going to need targeted information. That means asking around and taking in the gossip. If you could talk to people here in the distillery, Bella, perhaps Wuklamat could do the same at the village entrance. I'll head to the north side and see what I can learn. Okay. Babilja. Me, I am a chief from Tuliali. I come here to buy Gobli's mezcal, the finest in Tyrol according to my customers. He always brings out a jug during our dealings, but I can't handle the stuff too well myself. I take small sips, not wanting to be impolite, you understand? But still end up so addled as to agree to whatever price he quotes me. It would be nice to have less potent refreshments during such conversations, as I might have to seriously reconsider our arrangement. There's not much to say about Gobli, but I can tell you that Gobli's been saying what Gobli's been saying. The other day, he was muttering about monsters prowling around agave jaws. That's the feel that they gather ingredients for the mezcal. Their presence has made it harder to produce said ingredients, and thus driven up the price of this product. A boon, some might argue, but it's hard to celebrate when it affects the work as it does. You can't rightly bring joy to people you can't keep making the thing they love. True. Probably might be a deft hand at distilling, but he's got no sense when it comes to appearances. Rumor has it he's been invited to the palace for business negotiations. He presents himself to the court wearing his usual rumble attire, though. He'll be laughed out of Sunperch. I see. And he's a man of profession. So, what did you find out? Oh, we can make use of all of those tidbits. The deal is as good as sealed. As for me, I found out where Gobli is working. There's a millstone at the top of the slope behind the distillery. You go on ahead and I'll bring Wuklamat. Wuklamat. Up there. Up there. Yeah. Yeah. Easy peasy. Gobli? You have business with me, madame? Why don't we talk down below so as not to distract the alpaca from its work? Where are my friends? There they are. Now, what's this about? Keep it brief if you mind. I'm a busy man. We're in the market for a 3-year-old jug of premium mezcal, assuming you have any on hand, that is. An excellent choice. I must warn you, though, it does not come cheap. We don't have Pel, but we can offer a sack of mate leaves in exchange. It's top-grade stuff, like the mezcal. No deal. Mate leaves are well and good, but I don't have any use for them. No deal, just like that. Still, I'd hate to send you away empty-handed. Why don't we sit and chat a while over a cup of mezcal? No, don't do it. That's how he gets you. Now that the real bargaining begins, which of our cards do you want to play first? This one. I appreciate your hospitality, but I'm afraid I can't hold my drink. I've heard one of your regular customers, a Hubingo chief, is the same. Seeing as not everyone can enjoy mezcal, I wonder if you might benefit from having other refreshments to offer. Something like a mate's tea, for instance, and brewed from the finest leaves, of course. Ha ha! Oh, you're right. Absolutely right. I had noticed a growing reclutance on the part of my Humbingo friend, but I did not realize it myself. I myself was to blame. I must endeavor to be a better host. Still, even with the added value in mind, no sack of leaves is worth the mezcal you're after. Okay, but what if we kill some monsters? Should we offer the cold monsters, causing them trouble? No, not yet. We'll keep the card up our sleeve until we need it. Yeah, I hate her little teeth. As I expect you're aware, the rite of succession is currently taking place. That's why I third promises grace us with her presence. When the contest is decided, the subsequent ascension ceremony and banquet will be a prestigious affair. If your mezcal were to be served there, it would bring your distillery immeasurable fame. Wait, could it be that your rumored invitation to the palace is to discuss that very possibility? As a matter of fact, yes, I admit it. I'm still reeling from the abruptness of it all. It would be a great honor and opportunity if I can secure the deal. Well, I should think your exceptional mezcal would speak for itself. That said, there's no such thing as it being too prepared, and in first impressions last, you'll want to be wearing your very best when you walk into Volok Shunsa. It would be such a shame to miss this chance of a lifetime simply because you want a proper garments. Look at you, look like shit. Ah, throw that shit out of you. That it would. Are you saying you have garments to offer? Something ideal for court? We have no garments on hand, I'm afraid, but we can provide you with the best next best thing. An introduction to a weaver. His name is Bolnok, and his works are highly regarded in Surulilal. As a supporter of Wuklamat and a keen observer of palace politics, he will doubtless be happy to guide you in the selection of an outfit to fit this golden occasion. There's certainly a tempting proposal, and one which I would like to take full advantage of, but the skills still aren't quite balanced. Say, weren't there monsters running amok in Agave Jaws? That's a problem we could all easily solve for you. Truly, it would be most grateful for your immediate assistance. I would resign the hiring sellswords to clear them out. Factoring in that saved expense of an introduction to the trusted weaver, this is shaping up to be a sound bargain, all right. You have a deal. Yes, I knew I could come around. You could come around. Give us a moment, and Bella will take care of those prowling nuisances. In the meantime, I'll use this time to pen an introductory letter to Bolnok. The fields you're looking for are just north of Weche Penlo. Be safe. Let's do it too. Let's go kill some bad monsters. Some bad monsters. Easy. Parkour. That should be the agave jaws over there. It's just faster if we split up. Come and find me once you finish clearing out your share of the pests. Okay. Bum 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 ba ba da dum ba dum. Yeah, boom. You slapped it for 2 damage, dude. Let's go. 2 damage. Ring out of time. 5, 4. Attack. Oh, the bonk. Prepare thing again. Sup, boy? Get a load of this. Ha, ha. Ah, bow. Wooklamon, Wooklamon. Compared to the creatures I hunted with Papa, this is no challenge at all. Come on, let's head back to the distillery. All that's left is to give Mabul the sack of leaves so she can seal the deal. Yeah. 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 Hiya. Those monsters were no trouble for you, it seems, now that you just have these sack of leaves. The sack of leaves. Thank you for looking after our precious trading goods. Easy, dude, easy. Your monster problem has been resolved, Master Goblai. Here are the mate leaves and the written introduction to Bull Nook, as agreed. Then the deal is done. Here, your jug of premium mezcal, aged 3 years. Please accept it with my compliments. Yes, we finally have the mezcal. Great work, especially you, Mablu. You were the one who inspired me to come this far, third promise. But let's not celebrate until we have the saddle in hand. Mablu, is it? You drive a hard bargain, young peddler. I look forward to doing business with you in the future. Oh my god. Thank you, but truth be told, I'm just a ranch hand for now. Should I ever become a proper merchant, though, I'll be back to strike more deals with you. Yes. Bum 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 bum. We did it. We did it. We got the 3-year premium mezcal. Even at the palace, I don't think I've ever held 10,000 pale jug of anything before. My hands won't stop shaking. Here, you better hold on to it until we get back to the saddle maker. Can you imagine if we dropped it and had to start all over again? Oh my god, we're gonna drop it and we're gonna have to start all over again. Luckily, Halvy's place is not far. We just need to head across the plaza. Yeah, that was gonna get stolen. I went the wrong way because I was looking at chat. This is it. The trade we've been working towards. Wukamat, do not drop it. Wukamat, do not drop it. Still in one piece. Right, time to make our deal. Do not drop it. Get your tools ready, saddler. We've brought you your precious mezcal. Wait, you actually got your hands on a jug? But you had nothing, a few measly clumps of wool. What we've had was a aspiring trader with a gift for negotiation. Aww. Although I'd sooner aid no claimant but the Zoral Ja. Can't go against the guiding principles of the Pelu Pelu. The trade is a fair one. I will craft your saddle, if I promise. Great. Stay and wait if you like. I have all the requisite materials, so this won't take long. Yes! Yes! The commission is ready. Catching a wild alpaca is never a simple affair, but you'll have an easier time with it with one of my saddles. Casey! Now, if you don't mind, I have other work that needs finishing. Ah, I can taste a smooth mezcal already. We did it! The saddle is ours! And to think we started with only 100 pel basket of alpaca wool. Mabul, you really are going to be an incredible merchant. Aw, Lucky. Casey, Lucky. Where's my invite? Thank you. It makes me so glad to hear that, their promise. We got what we came for now. So let's return to the ranch. The others will be waiting. We did it. We finally got the taming saddle. How's everyone doing? I'm doing good, Casey. No, I don't have Taco Bell, but I guess I'm doing good. Taco Bell, but guess I'm doing okay. I could have Taco Bell right now, but I didn't get an invite for Taco Bell, did I? Mm-hmm. Not even a text or anything. Taco Bell, I guess. Sheesh, dude. Gosh, no Taco Bell. You acquired the saddle then? Yes, and thanks is in no small part to Mabul. Mablu. Before you rush off to catch an alpaca, though, let's teach you how to saddle one. I'll bring you one of our wild-born friends so you can practice. Dude, second coffee of the day. Let's go, Ashes. Technically, it's probably equal to a fourth cup. It's extra large. It's like a Casey coffee then. I know. This is something I need to learn. He's gonna get spit on again. My God. Oh my God. Did she do it? Great sunken gods, I did it. Oh my gosh, she did it. He barely seemed bothered, much less inclined to spit, as if he was completely accepting of Uklamat's touch. It is because the singular scent of which the saddle has been coated, alpacas find it very soothing. You know, I've never taken a long look at one of you before, but you're actually kind of cute. Yes! You're the one now noticing that? And her brother's already gotten one, I'm assuming. Zoral just, he's back. Holy shit, he found a golden one! And then exactly what he set out to do. That packet you brought, is it just me or is it glowing? Bro, what the hell? What the hell? I've heard tales of such a beast. They say the golden alpaca lives a solitary existence deep in the valley where it shuns the company of both man and its own kind. He brought the god of all alpacas. How did he manage to snare a prize like that? A beast knows its betters. Faced with overwhelming strength, it will yield rather than risk death. An apt illustration of how greatly the power of the first promise exceeds yours, Wuklamat. Yeah, dude, it's because he's intimidating as fuck. Strength alone won't win him our father's throne. I'll be the one who finds the golden city, and thus Tural can remain at peace. An everlasting desire for peace can only be forged in the fires of war. Where's the third one? Where'd he go? I don't know. I don't know where the two-headed guy is either. Oh. Unite as one, the people must be taught. They must suffer the horror and the hopelessness of first hand. Exhaustion from prolonged conflict, the wages of war merciless nature. These are what moved the clans to join in the founding of Tural all those years ago. Consider the younger generation of this village. Since birth they have basked in unbroken harmony, and behold, they regard war not as a tragedy, but an opportunity. Thus does the resilient son seek to provide education. He offers much needed lessons in the realities of conquest, and renews appreciation for peacetime. It is true that war's misery breeds a longing for peace. But I have seen with my own eyes what becomes of an empire forged through the violence that we propose, the rebellions it spawned, and the ruins it left behind. It's true. It's true, Garlemald. The Garlean Empire was a congregation of simpletons. You say that until, you know, you're in the same position. The opposed fought back against their oppressors, as well as they should. Men are not beasts. Only a fool would seek to rule over all the threat of that force alone. This is why Gulurja did not elevate the Mulja. Why he treated all clans with equal respect. However, the first promise has his gaze fixed upon a more distant horizons. He would unite not only Tural, but the star in its entirety. He wants world domination. What? Why? I need not explain myself to you. Oh, well done indeed. The first promise has completed the feat of gold with an appropriately golden flourish. May I present you your much deserved keystone. Shits in the Garleans. Recite same goals as Garleans. Literally, though. They also just wanted to rule the world. Here's his mindset. It's like, well, the Garleans tried to rule with force. I'm not going to try to rule with force. I'm going to try to rule them by saying they'll become one of my people. And that then everyone will be treated equally. Which is basically, like, it's not the same as the Garleans because they wanted genocide to other races. But at the same time, he still wants to rule other people. It reminds me a lot of, like, Kugane and stuff. Where like they tried basically taking these people, and then they wanted to like adopt them into their people by like converting them in some way. I forgot what it was exactly, but they like tried to like convert their minds and blood or whatever to make them more Garlean or whatever. He's always been like that, never sharing his innermost thoughts with me or even Konana. Like we're not even family. To be fair, he probably doesn't see you as family because he's the only blood son. You guys are adopted. Just being honest. Just being honest here. I'll ponder Zoralja and his mysteries later. Right now, I just need to think about finishing the feat of gold. I have my saddle. I have practiced how to use it. So lead on to wherever the wild alpacas roam. The valley of Orun Kanka is northwest of here. Come on, everyone. Even if we can't enter ourselves, we can see Wukama off on her hunt. That's true. Even though we can't participate, we can still watch her. There's no rule against, as long as because the only rule is that we're not allowed to help. No one says we can't Watch her do it. Ala yeet. Ala yeet. Ala yeet. Ala yeet. Wrong way, this way. Gotta support the homies, dude. Gotta support Lion Mama. We gotta support the buff lion, mommy. We have to. We have to. It's a rule of society. There it is. An alpaca. Lots of alpacas. I feel like any of these alpacas could work, but we're probably gonna go and get a special one. I can do this. I know I can. Cheer. You got this, Ruklamat. You got this, Ruklamat.
Good luck there, Promise!
You got this.
I'll need it. Truth be told, still not sure about alpacas. I'd rather not go near one if I can help it. But if I'm to rule this nation, then I'll need to learn how to live with them. Tural is their home too.
True.
Right. I'm off.
Good luck, Kuklamat.
So, shall we head back to the ranch, or...?
Let's watch.
I'm staying here.
As will I. Wooklamart is alone in this. The least we can do is stand watch and await her return.
It may be a while yet. Help me pitch the tent.
True.
Trust a gleaner to come prepared for anything.
What's a gleaner?
Aaron Vib.
Someone whose job it is to travel the world and procure uncommon things for their employers. Erenville specializes in finding animals, I believe.
But aren't you a Shaitana from Shak Tural? Why did you cross the salt?
Cause shits and giggles.
When I was much younger, the thought of leaving Tural never even occurred to me. But then, some years ago, my mentor tasked me with a difficult hunt. Something I could never find, she said, so long as I clung to the familiar. She suggested that I leave home, leave Tural, and join the Gleaners of Sharlian. As one of their number, I could experience the world, immerse myself in myriad cultures and customs, see the many faces of nature. And once I had learned what is truly important, I would find that which I seek. My younger self took those words to heart, and off I went to become a gleaner.
Fair.
Her words alone moved you to leave behind everything you'd ever known? You must have great respect for your mentor.
As it happens, gleaner work was much to my liking. And I all but forgot why I had pursued it in the first place. Yet, events conspired to put me back on the trail I'd abandoned.
Wait, are you saying you were tasked with finding the City of Gold?
I was. And though my hunt is now entangled with the right of succession, I mean to see it through.
then, I understand completely. We all have our reasons for seeking the Golden City,
It's true. I just want to go to Skypiea.
which is all the more reason for us to work together.
Just so.
Hi, Casey. Look, it's Casey.
She should have been back by now.
Casey.
What if something's happened to her? We need to tell Tobli and arrange a search party.
No, Clamat is fine. She's a big buff
Wait.
lion mommy.
Do you hear that?
See, look at that.
They did it.
She did it. Whoa, Clamat. Whoa, Clamat.
You're utterly spent, and small wonder.
Well done, Third Promise.
She did
The
great.
ranch isn't going anywhere. Take a rest in the tent.
I think I will. Thank you all for believing in me.
Of course, of course. Girl, take a nap. Alpaca runs away. I'm so relieved that the Third Promise came back to us safely. In the alpaca she tamed is a healthy-looking beast. Surely this would be enough to satisfy the feet of gold. Money. No, knowing the Pelu Pelu. But still seemed a bit unsteady on her feet. Probably surprising after she spent the night chasing alpacas. You know what will melt away fatigue like magic though? Mate tea. Mate, I'm assuming. I'll run to the ranch and get a pot brewing. That way you can take your time and the tea will be ready when you arrive. My blue. As my blue so wisely suggested, we shall set a slow pace for our exhausted Third Promise. Like yerba mate? I mean, you never know. It could be. Confirmed, they just drinking yerba mates out here, dude. Ayo, ayo. And off we go. Zoom. We just drinking yerba mate out here, dude. Chilling. Came back ahead of the others, did you? I should hurry along with the tea then. Clement can't be that far behind. Yerba mate is such an interesting drink. If I'm being honest with you, I've never had an yerba mate before. Oh, the tea really is magical. I feel better already. You never had it, but you know what? To each their own. I'm not really a tea person, you see. I see you've become more confident around our fuzzy friends. Watching this one taught me a lot about alpacas. What grasses and fruits they eat, what sounds they react to, their adorable little quirks. I guess I've grown kind of fond of them. Yeah, she faced her fears. Welcome back, Third Promise. Accomplished the feat of gold, have you? The gold one! Yes, this is no mistaking a valley alpaca. I commend you on your success. Well done. Yes, we did it! Character growth, dude. Although I couldn't find a shiny one like Zoralja did. You'd be surprised if you had. Golden alpacas are born once every few decades. They are elusive, solitary creatures that are rarely seen, much less captured, thanks to their innate physical and magical gifts. Alpaca hater to alpaca lover, the only character development we really need in life. Only a single other person is known to have caught one before, that being Jalul Jaja himself. Papa was chasing alpacas too? So my grandfather's story says. It was before the founding of Tiriolol, in a time when the mountain giants, the Yokyu, held our people in thrall. Compelled by their overlords, our forebears would ride their alpacas' mounts to the highlands to deliver gifts of food and other tributes. Those were wretched days, to hear grandfather tell it. Then along came the young Julul Jaja, yet unburdened by the mantle of Dawn Servant. Our people were amazed by his opposing two-headed figure, equal to the Yokyu in stature, and puzzled by his entourage of mismatched companions. We got a Hanu Hanu, we got some humans, we got some cat people, we got a goblin. Some trembled in fear, believing a new conqueror had come. Yet Jalul Jaja showed us no inclinations. He sat and spoke with us, sipping from the cups of mate tea we offered him, and grew somber when he learned of our plight. None could have anticipated that their visitor decided to do what to do next. Jalul Jaja ascended the cliffs to face the giants and freed the Pelu Pelu from the Yokyu's subjugation. He then turned an appraising eye upon their riders and proposed we take to the road to peddle our beverages. The suggestion seemed obvious for one who traveled as he did, intent on fostering amity between the clans. So it was that a few words from Jalul Jaja transformed us into a clan of inherent merchants. Never heard the bond Papa forged with the Pelu Pelu spoken of in that way before. The saga is not so detailed. You may not know that Jalul Jaja sought a sure-footed guide for his trek up to the highlands. Thus did he capture a golden alpaca. So both my brother and father caught the rarest of creatures. Well, an ordinary one was the best I could manage. Oh, Wuklamat, it's okay. He required no more than that, Third Promise. You brought back perfectly wonderful beast. It's okay, Wuklamat. Mabul's right. You're a perfectly wonderful beast. If anyone's ordinary, it's me. Aw, isn't it spit on her? Not only did you accomplish the feat of gold, you also made many trades and brought joy to many people in true Pelu Pelu fashion. I sorely doubt your sibling could have achieved the same result. You should be proud of the accomplishments which earned you your keystone. No, Wukamat self-love only. Wukamat self-love! Five more to go. Well, you're on your way, Third Promise. We'd have been lost without you, Mabul. Thanks to you, I learned so much about the Pelu people and your customs. It might be obvious, but I've come to realize the importance of properly knowing something. It was because I didn't understand alpacas that I was uncomfortable around them. I'm thankful to you as well, Wuklamat. You've given me the courage to say what I wasn't sure I could ever say. Probably, I want to leave the ranch and become a merchant. I appreciate everything you've done for me, and I've loved every moment caring for the alpacas. But this is something I need to do. I need to walk my own path and make my own trades. As your parent, allow me to say one thing. I've always tried to give my wards lives filled with as much happiness as I could provide. Yet never once have I wanted that to be the only happiness you knew. You have my blessing to walk any path you choose, my blue. It gladdens me to hear that you found a calling you wish to pursue with such passion. You will make an exceptional peddler, I'm sure of it. Oh, Papa Dobly, though. Best father. Thank you, Tobly. What did I tell you, my blue? There's one last thing I can help you with, Sir Promise. I need you to find the Golden City, right? That's the end goal. Then I suggest you talk to the Hawk Yu. They only ruled they once ruled far more than the Uropacha and the Pelu Pelu 1,000 years ago. They were the overlords of Yogg-Saron and all its people. During that era, the Pelu Pelu were commanded to search for the City of Gold. They scoured every corner of the continent, but never found any trace of that fabled place. But if they didn't find anything, how could the Yogg-Saron have to tell us? They may not have found it, but the fact that they thought to look for it at all makes me curious. Perhaps there's value in delving into the legend, how the legend originated. We lose nothing from asking the questions. Besides, if we're determined to follow the path of the saga, we'll be visiting the giants eventually. It's true. Off to the mountain. The misty mountain. Oh, Kryl, I have a question I've been meaning to ask, and since we've finished with the feat, where did you acquire that earring? My earring? Do you recognize it? Yes, pieces just like it first became fashionable in Yogg-Saron about 20 years ago. Since then, it's become common to wear one as a charm for safe travel. 20 years ago, right about the time my grandfather made his journey. The Dawn servant implied the earring was connected to the Golden City in some way. Sure, there was more to its significance than simply fashion. If you want to know about how it first came to be crafted, I could try to find out. Seeing as it's a regular seller for many merchants, I'm curious to learn about it myself. I'd appreciate that very much, thank you. Jumping feet first into the peddler business, eh, my blue? Right then, as 2 keystones down, we'll head back to Toriolol and plan our next move. Very well for now, and thanks for all your help. I will become Dawn servant, so make sure you set aside your best mezcal for the occasion. She has a fearsome opponent in that brother of hers. He even brought a golden Aparka to heal. But you've heard Zoralja's supporters talk. They might see opportunity in his expansionistic ambitions. They find the man himself intimidating, terrifying even. Whereas I've grown to love Wuklamat. Everyone she meets will come to love her too. That's why she'll win the throne. Yes, Buff Lion Mommy. Might be right, Malbul. Might be right. You might just be right. Feels good to leave the place. It feels good to have the feet of gold safely under our belt. Even if my victory pales besides Zoralja and his shiny golden alpaca. I know I shouldn't let it bother me, and gods know I've all been so supportive. I want to be strong, or wise, like my brothers. To be a promise that people respect. just not likely if I stand here carrying on and on about things. Let's move on. Back to Jaya and with us. The contest has hardly begun. Back to Jaya. Oh wait, I can just beat Bop right over there. Look at us. The contest is barely beginning. We've already had 2 keystones. Actually, even my talented brothers aren't doing this well. You can only hope. Okay, so I think that is where we're going to end it for today, though. It's starting to get really, really hot here, and I'm like dying of sweat.